Hey y'all, welcome back to Resin Me Up. So today we're going to try something I have never done in all of my resin career. We're going to attempt to put dandelions inside of resin. I don't know if I can do, this is the first time I've ever had the opportunity to actually catch a dandelion at this point. And these have been drying for probably, I don't know, a month maybe. So we're going to try it. I don't know. They've been sprayed, everything. They've been sitting. I don't know if they're going to fall apart when I put them in there. I have no idea. So I guess we're going to try. I got out 2 spheres. I think they're 3-inch spheres. And I got the ones with the bigger holes because I want to make sure that that doesn't hit on the way in. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to give her a shot. Looks like I already got something down inside this one, even though I've already cleaned it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some resin in there. Let me spray just a tidge of alcohol in there. Just to... Yeah, I've already debubbled it, but that doesn't ever mean anything. And I'm going to go for the gusto. I'm going to fill her all the way up today if I can, or at least most of the way. But we're going to see if I can get these in here without ruining them. I guess we'll start with maybe that much, maybe a more. I've never done this. Never even watched it being done. So this is all brand new to me. I'm just going by the seat of my pants today. So we'll see. We will see. Now, like I said, they've been dried for a while now. And we'll see. Oof, that one's a little bigger than the hole. See if I can spread this open. I don't know if I can or not with one hand. Let me try something here. Well, I was going to try to use that to pull it open. Let me just lay this down real quick. Hold on. Bear with me. Like I said, this is all new to me. Get my fingers around there. Nope. I got to find something bigger. My fingers are not, I almost need another person. Still not big enough. I can't open my fingers wide enough to get it in there. Well, I guess let me try a smaller one. I know this one will go in there. Let's just see if it works. Or if it's going to fall apart. Just going to let it sit. See if it goes. Well, it's going without falling apart. Now the key is going to be, because the stem bent over, the key is going to be whenever I get it fuller to turn it on its side. Move this out of the way. Because it needs to be on its side like that, or like that. Well, it's staying together, so that's a good thing. I might stick another one of these in here, because I have this one, but I don't know. Let me get some tweezers here. I don't know if this one's going to stay together or not. They're so delicate. I don't want it to fold over. And it just wants to topple right over. I can just get her down. Get it all covered, then maybe I can flip her over. That's exactly the way I want it to be, just like that. Now will it stay? Now this one, I need it to be the same way. Just like that. I wonder if I could just cut that off. And just let it fall like the other one. Just like that. I think they're going to stay that way if I don't touch it or bother it. That was dumb. Don't do that. I just caught my little dandelion on fire. I was trying to get the bubbles. It's okay, it didn't do any damage. So we're good. Don't do that. I didn't think it was above the resin. Marry you. Okay, I'm just going to leave that alone for right now. I'm going to move it aside. And we'll just let it sit there for a few before I do anything more to it. Now this one, I've got to figure out how to get that in there. I think I'm going to fill this one up just a little bit more. This one's kind of all in a rye, so I'm not sure if it's going to let me or not. Nope, it fell apart. I'm sure this one's going to do the same thing. Like I said, these have been sitting over here for about a month. This one might go in. All right, that went in, but this one, it's not going anywhere. All right, let me see if I can get this off of here without trashing it. Perfect. Now I just gotta get it in there. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I am going to utilize some of these from here. Some of these shoots. I'll do that in a minute. Could you tell I'm stalling? I can't figure out how I'm going to get this one in here. Let me see if maybe I need another hand. That's all there is to it. My worst fear is I'm going to slip off and this is going to go flying. Okay, well, I'm going to, just like that. All right, guys, I'll BRB. Okay, guys, guess what? I think these are ready to come out of here. Let me get a pair of gloves on. And I'm really hoping that I got these before the line happened. Okay. Get my hands in here just a second. Because really all I have to do is is fold it and then roll it. Well, let me just use soap. That way I don't make any silly mistakes. Might as well pull this one away and get it ready. Ouch. Edge is sharp. Okay. All right. Now let's try this. If I can grab a hold of it again. Ouch. Ouch. Got it. There's that one. Boom, boom. Okay. Let me go rinse these off. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Let's take a look at them. Get my hands dried off here. Okay. Very slight line. If I just would have got in there just a few more minutes. But they're there. They're suspended in there. I think it's time for me to get some new spheres. I've had these for years, and some of them have spots where they're not quite as shiny. So you can just barely see that line, but right there is a scuff mark on there, and so that's gives it kind of away. But I mean, I could probably sand that, and it would probably, or buff it, I mean, and it would probably be perfect again. And then I have kind of a weird looking line down here, but I don't know what that's from. But let's get these on a light. Same thing on this one. But yeah, I think I need some new spheres. Those are really, really old. But I do have a couple bubbles down inside there, which is okay with me. I don't really care about that because it looks really cool. Okay, let me grab my light here. Oops. So we can see what they look like with light. All right. So there you go. You can see those in there. They're not the clearest. Oh, what am I talking about? That's the, I put the Marabou rainbow in there. So that's what that is. Duh. I don't know what I was thinking. So yeah. So that's my very, very, very first attempt at putting dandelions in a sphere. So that is this one. This is the one that's not quite as clear as the other one. This one here is much clearer. But all of that is the Marabou. And you can barely see that line, but it's there. Let me turn this light off. You can probably see it a little bit better. You turn it sideways so it's not as bright. I mean, it's not my best work, but it is pretty cool. how those work. Probably would have been better to use maybe a smaller sphere versus this bigger one, you know, so they would be closer together. But it was hard enough trying to get them in through these little holes as it was. So, but actually no bubbles on them themselves. So that's pretty cool. Very cool. And that rainbow marabou just glistens in there. So very cool looking. It looks spiky. They look spiky versus fluffy. So I would have liked to have had this one to be pointing down a little bit more and maybe over, but you know what? I'm happy with the fact. And then I put straight, good grief, some stragglers in there myself. So those aren't from either one of those. I put those in there myself. I don't know, maybe you guys seen me do that. I don't remember. I did the same thing over here and over here. So, yeah, this one's just a little foggy on the top because of the mold. But it is really cool. This one here, they're a little closer together, but the top of that, I could probably polish that and it would be better. So, yep, that's it. There you go, guys. Dandelions in a sphere. First time. Very first time. So, all right. Well, there you go, guys. That's it. That's my video for today. It's a little late getting out there today. I had some appointments this morning, so I didn't get started till later this morning. So, yeah. So, all right, y'all. Well, I'd like to thank you for coming in and watching this with me today. I'm happy to share it with you, and yeah. So, if you like what you see here, I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. And so go out, leave me a comment, and let me know what you think about these. So, yeah, remember, stay curious, stay creative, always stay positive, be kind, and we will see you for the next video. Good night, everyone.